Hello, welcome back to the channel. Here we are back with the Jag MK10. We finished off the last video getting it all into polyester. So it's a nice uniform coat that is ready to block down. It will be nice and straight, and yeah, we'll head towards our epoxy primer. And hopefully by the end of this video there should be a shiny new, is it Opalescent Gold? Opalescent Gold Jag MK10 driving out the door for you guys to see. So yeah, looking forward to that, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So now we've got the doors all gapped, aligned, getting on with the blocking on the polyester. We're actually taking a block all the way down the side of the car. Because the doors are in the right place, it actually allows us to block the polyester to the same level at the wing and the door, as shown in some of the overlaid footage here. Yeah, now we're literally just going to wet it up just to have a look at how good it really looks. And if you look straight down that wing there should be no discrepancy between the wing and the door at all, really. Allowing us to achieve a seamless reflection all the way down the side of the car.
Okay, as you've been watching and seeing with the GoPro footage and a couple of other little bits and pieces, Bo and Luke have been busy now getting this all blocked in the polyester. So the vehicle was fully assembled, as you saw, blocked as a complete unit, and it's come up really nice. So now we're in the final stages of prep before it goes into Noval for classic car hybrid epoxy top coat filler primer. That's the final finishing layer. Don't let the filler title in the primer fool you. It's not a filler primer as such, it is just an epoxy top coat primer. So as I say, all broken down now back into component pieces. Luke's just going around now just fine detailing all the shuts to make sure the shuts, panel closure areas are all really nice and crisp, because this is the final stage. From here we go into the primer. From there it really is a case of a quick whiz over in a 320/500 finish, and then it goes into colour. So the boys are busy just making sure these shuts are nice before we put the body back into the booth as you see it now for the final coat of primer. Then obviously the panels will get done as well. It's sooted up again now because Luke is just going through finishing this off in a 320 grade. So with a 180 block, we just refined all of it. Now we run over it with a 320 on the DA just to refine any cut marks so that doesn't show through in the primer, and it gives the primer something to adhere to and bond to the panel. So I'll stop waffling, Luke can get noisy, Bo can come get noisy as well, and we'll next up see this in the booth getting masked up for the primer.
Okay, so there we are, we've got the MK10 in the booth now. It's been all masked out, finished in a 320, ready for the hybrid epoxy finishing primer, which again is another great product that we use from Noval. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the GoPro footage now. You're gonna watch me get the primer on the whole car, and then we will finish off the video by 320/500ing the primer and getting a top coat of colour and lacquer onto it. All looking good, built up, and away it will go.
Okay, so just to recap where we are now at with the MK10. This is Noval Classic Car Hybrid Epoxy Filler Primer. finishing primer. So this would be the equivalent, say, a high build in old acrylic terms. If you were doing a repaint, you put a high build primer on, block it, and put the colour on. So this is the final coat of primer, but it's an epoxy base. So, as I say, to recap, we've gone bare metal, straight into hybrid epoxy anti-corrosion primer. Fiberglass fillers on top of that, then an acrylic finishing filler just to iron out any imperfections. Polyester, universal coat polyester, blocked down into this finishing epoxy primer. So the entire body shell now, all the metalwork is encased. Hygroscopic, anti-hygroscopic, hermetically sealing primer. So you would have seen Luke whizzing around with the I want a WSP primer. So we've got a lovely consistent flat finish on this. Despite being a filler primer, this will take virtually no prep. We'll set it up again, which we'll show you in a minute. We'll go through, and we'd start with a 320 grade paper. You don't need anything coarser than that on this. It is just keying it up now to accept colour. So go around 320, finish the whole thing at a 500, then it comes back into the booth to be masked up yet again. So far we've had anti-corrosion masking, polyester masking, primer masking, colour masking. There's 4 lots of masking. Bearing in mind each time to mask to this extent is a good 3 or 4 hours worth of work. So you can see where the time goes. But it's worth it, it's definitely worth it. We'll crack on, get the panels done now, and the body will be going into colour next week. We're filming this currently on a Friday, so by sort of Wednesday-ish, this will be going into colour, and we'll follow it through to completion. Just going back through doing a little bit of video editing, and I've seen that we've missed a huge chunk on this. The last you would have seen of this car, we had just applied the Nova for Classic Car epoxy top coat primer. Well, as you can see, it's now in body colour. So we've got a little bit of footage of it going into colour, but obviously from the last main chunk of footage where it was all primed up, we've had it out in the workshop. It's been long blocked in a 320 just to really make sure everything's nice. Then it's been DA'd in a 500, soft pad all the edges up, and it's gone into its colour, Jaguar Opalescent Golden Sand. It's a stunning colour. It's going to really, really work well. We've got some footage of the car outside we'll overlay, so you can see that it does pop, and it's going to look the business. So now at this stage, we've got a few little denibs to do, and doors next. We've had some comments actually on social media because we're active there as well. Few people have, we've kind of picked up the sarcasm in the words rather than obviously the tone, but oh, the doors are going to be a different colour and so on and so forth. Why have you painted it broken down? It should all be in one go. Proof's in the pudding there. We know what we're doing. Regular viewers of the show channel will know that we this is how we do our full repaints and our colour changes. Get into all the shuts, get into all the panel backs, no hard edges on the door shuts and things like that. If your technique, your process, your product is all bang on the money, we have no concerns whatsoever with this. So you'd see right back in an early video with the 51 Cadillac we did, we lay all our panels out in fitment orientation. We mix all one batch of colour. Luke's painted the body, so Luke's painted the panels, because that's another thing. Painter's technique will affect the colour. and there are colours that are a bit more sensitive than others. Silvers and golds are sensitive. So both Luke and I are painters. I think we're good painters, but we have a different technique. So if Luke painted the body and I painted the doors, there is a chance that it would lay slightly differently, just because of speed, angle, technique. We all have our own way of doing it. So no issue at all doing a job like this, as long as you get that consistency, and we do. Product consistency, application consistency, and gun consistency. So that's where we're at right now with this, pushing forward into getting the panels done, get it assembled. We'll do the flattening and denibbing and so on and so forth. When it's all buttoned up, it's over to our friends at Empire Automotive for Cartec Ceramic Guard, which will just be the little cherry on top. So enough waffle, we'll crack on now, get the panels all done and get it assembled. Here we are then, one just about finished Jaguar MK10. I say just about, which is probably becoming a bit of a running theme, you may think here. But from our point of view, it is finished. We've done everything that we need to be doing. It's leaving us tomorrow. It's going over to Dave Upton at CA Upton and Son, because Dave's rebuilt the seat squabs. He's done a new headlining for it, so it's got headlining to go into it, seat squabs to go into it, a couple of other little bits and pieces. But the way these are built, we can't get all the wood back on it until the headlining's in it. So, and we can't get the glass back in it until the headlining's back in it. So it's going to go over to Dave. He'll get his bits and pieces done, and then I'll go over there and we'll get the front and rear glass in, the rest of the wood in, and then it's still not finished because it's going over to, and please don't get bored of hearing this, it's going over to Empire Automotive, who are going to ceramic guard the car for us. Okay, stop there a minute then. We ready? Sorry about that, we just had a big vehicle come through and go in, so we cut and spliced. You probably didn't even notice it, did you? So yeah, it's going over to Empire Automotive with they're going to go through and ceramic guard this. You would have seen now in the Impala video and the Porsche 997 video, the Cartec is a wonderful sort of bolt on at the end of this. It really does cherry on top. I stumbled then and said Mercedes, because Mercedes 300 SEL is also going over there to be done. So what we'll probably do this is the end of the video, really. But what I'll probably do is I'll be seeing Dan and Callum over at Empire with the cars anyway. And as I see them, I'll take the camera, we'll do a walk around, and maybe I'll compile sort of the 3 cars, this 997 and the Mercedes, as finished vehicles over at Empire. Just to touch on something we mentioned earlier, people commenting on, are the colours going to be the same? I hope you can see for yourself, the colours are absolutely spot on. There's no difference in finish, colour, it's uniform throughout the entire body, and I think it looks really, really nice. It's an elegant colour for an elegant car, and it's way better than white. Whites just don't suit these. It's fairly standard wedding car, I guess. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take advantage of the fact that the car is going to be around for a little bit longer, and we're going to readjust all the door strikers. We know everything fits, but it's brand new rubbers and they can force the panel out a little bit. So we over tighten them, compress them in, and we've got a good 4 weeks now over at the trim shop and then being detailed to just make the final tweaks and adjustments on those. But there we go. As always, we hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you enjoy the content, and we look forward to seeing you next week with possibly Mercedes 300 SEL, which you may remember. So thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you like the channel, and we'll see you next week.